Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to Diamonds in the Dust. Another opportunity for us to have some empowering conversations. And as promised, during this video, we are going to discuss goals. And I want you to take directly that goals are what I call a personal strategic plan. Goals are a personal strategic plan. And I want to say something. Strategic plan is long-term thinking. So goals are plans. I say this because somebody asked me a question the other, what is all this thing about goals? And I'm like, at the end of this discussion, I will let you know that if you fail to plan your life and whatever other thing, you are actually indirectly planning to fail. So during this video, we are going to do three very important things. I'm going to bring some clarity on goals. As I mentioned in the first video, I explained what goals are. I said in this second video, I'm going to explain about the how. And that in the third video, I will explain the importance of goals, and in all of this with practical examples. But there is something which, if you look at it, it may be a little bit of a nuance in that when I'm explaining the what of goals, you will see that somehow the how is inside, meaning that as I'm trying to explain what goals are, I can't avoid trying to show you a little bit of how. And as I'm trying to explain to you how goals are, you will suddenly discover that somewhere I'm also talking a little bit about the why of goals. I'll say something. Since the objective of this presentation is not for you to write an exam, whether you combine the why, the how, and the what, and you get an understanding, and you can set goals for yourself, I'm fine with it. I teach entrepreneurship. I've been doing this for slightly over 10, getting to 15 years. And what I tell my students is this. When I teach entrepreneurship, the end result is for you to be able to start an income generating activity or a business. So when I set the exam, don't write the exam. If you can come and show me the business that you've started, you've shown me a small income generating activity, then the goal of that class is attained. And to be honest, you will have an A+, because you study entrepreneurship not to go and write definitions and explain entrepreneurship is about this and this. You use the knowledge in entrepreneurship to start and run a business. Learning how to set goals is to help you become very intentional, gain clarity in your life, and move forward. It is planning. Goal setting is actually planning. But the truth is that it is about personal planning. And planning is bringing the future to the present so that you can do something about it now. Planning is bringing the future to the present so that you can do something about it now. Remember, you can't plan things that you've already achieved. When you've already done something, all you can do is to do an evaluation. Then you find out what didn't work well and you make adjustments and correction. So goal setting is planning. And let's get a little bit. I'm going to take you to get some biblical perspective of goal setting, because somebody threw a slang about goal setting the other day, and I discovered that this person is religious. And I was wondering if a religious leader, a pastor, a reverend father, whatever, doesn't know about goal setting. I'm wondering, what does he tell his congregants? What does he tell his followers? Because, you know, your growth to an extent is determined by your leader. And if somebody can't guide you to be intentional, to set goals and so on, and that person even wonders about goals, then I start wondering what that person tells his or her followers. Let's look at something. King Solomon in Proverbs chapter 29 verse 18 said, where there is no vision, the people perish. Where there is no vision, the people perish. Vision is related to long-term thinking. Is related to which direction that you want to go. The meaning of this is that without a clear goal, direction, people can lose focus, become unmotivated, and ultimately fail to achieve anything significant. Essentially, a community or a group needs a guiding vision to where they are going. This is the season. You've gone to meetings. In your meeting, in your association, in your community development association, in your village association, in your organizations, in parliament, in councils, they are all talking about planning, budgeting. Of course, remember that budgeting is the culmination of plans in financial terms. They are all doing all of this. You are participating in those sessions. That is planning for the future. They are projecting how the future will look like. But the unfortunate thing is that you don't do that for yourself. You understand? If you don't plan your life, people will plan the life and you fit in, and you spend the rest of your life working for people who have planned it. Yeah, you just attended a council session. Probably you are reporting about what is happening in those council sessions. You are a council member. You sit, oh, we planned that this. What plans have you made for your family, for yourself? Have you also sat with your family and you reflected on this? So vision here refers to clear, inspiring goal or a plan for the future, not just literal sight. And the impact, without a vision, people can become aimless. They lose motivation and they experience a sense of stagnation. There was this example where when you are not clear about where you are going, any road will take you there because you don't have a clear direction where you are going, right? And for leaders, setting the target, coming out with clear goals, communicating that vision, giving clarity, whether it is a community, a family, your team, a country, like Parliament is sitting and discussing the budget for next year. That is planning. That is goal setting. And when you use the word strategic, it means taking it into the future. Strategic planning or strategic thinking in management and leadership is any planning that goes beyond 12 months. Any planning that is within 12 months is operational because you're actually working with it. So strategic is long-term thinking. Do you have it? But then, I just mentioned, you may say, oh, King Solomon, yeah, he had a lot of wisdom, he did that. But listen to something here. Is there anyone here who, planning to build a house, doesn't first sit down and figure the cost so he will know if he can complete it? If you only get the foundation laid and then run out of money, you are going to look pretty foolish. Everyone passing by will poke fun at you. He started something, he couldn't finish it. They will laugh at you. This is found in Luke chapter 14, the verses 28 to 30. Luke chapter 14, verse 28 to 30. This was Jesus talking, and he's talking about what? Planning. And he related this to building a house. He talks about you start building a house, you have resources for the foundation, and after the foundation, you can't continue because you did not think through the whole process to the end. That is planning. That is goal setting. Let us take the house here to be you and your family. Do you know that at the start of life, many people, they help you. Your parents bring you up, send you to primary school, secondary school, if you are lucky, high school and university. They are doing this planning for you. After this period, something goes wrong. What is that? You are supposed to continue that planning process, but you end there. You don't do anything again because it's strategic. You have to continue your goal setting. What then happens next? I hope you are getting something here. So even planning was there from the Bible. from the beginning. Old Testament, New Testament, we are reminded that without a clear vision, you function in confusion. And of course, that happened even with the people who follow you. If you are not strategic, if you're not clear about where you are going, you will even have difficulties with the people who are supposed to follow you. So, I'm going to give you 4. In fact, planning, like I told you, is a process. Goal setting is a process. I'm going to give you 4 steps, or I'll call it 4 strategies, or 4 major steps you can take here. But we will continue. It's a whole process, and we will continue. And I can tell you, it's not very easy in a general presentation, like I will be running a session on Monday on goal setting, Monday the 16th. It's not usually very easy to explain everything detailedly for people, but if you contact me personally, I can always help you. I told you that. Also do something, like the video, share it to family, and invite family to come when I do this. I've always told people it's my own form of giving back. When you know something, the only things in life that when you share, they multiply is love and knowledge. If you have knowledge and you don't share it, it's not helpful. Yeah, it's not helpful. Just like I will tell you here that they say he who knows how to read and doesn't read is not different from the person who doesn't know how to read. I'm teaching you goal setting. I will show you, and I'm ready to show you. If you know how to set goals and you don't set them, you are not different from the person who doesn't know what goals are, how to set them, and why he should set them. You are just the same like the person who doesn't even have this knowledge. So let me take my small board and see what we can do. Don't mind me. The first thing I want you to do in this goal setting is think on paper. Dream freely. That's step 1. Take a piece of paper. If you have an exercise book, good. I've always talked about that. Write on it, my goals for 2025. My goals for 2025. You think freely. Don't question. No judgment. Personal, in the area of personal. In the personal, I'm talking about physical. My health. What do I want to do about my health? Spiritual. However you look at it, there is somebody that you look up to in life. For me, it's God, my spiritual life. You ask questions about it. How is it going? Then your mental development. Are you growing? Are you taking certain things? What do you want to do about that? Look at your finances. How are things going? Do you have some debts, some mortgages, certain things you want to clear off? Do you want to improve on your income situation? You dream freely. Just keep thinking, if I had this amount of money, this will happen. Your relationship, you've not been speaking with some family members, some in-laws, some friends. It will not just go away. You have to be intentional. You need to think about it. What can I do to reconcile? Because the moment the problems you have with relations, friends, family, children, neighbors, and so on, they affect you. You may even be thinking about the environment. Probably you want to move out of where you are to live in an environment that is more conducive. You reflect on this. What about career? Are you doing well in your career? Do you think about changing jobs and all of that? You dream freely, and it's about you. Free dreaming. You just think, and so on. I want to give you 2 minutes. Get a paper, please. I told you, it doesn't matter how many books you read on swimming. You only know whether you can swim when you are in the swimming pool or when you are in a river. Get a piece of paper, write on it my 2025 goals, and start writing down certain things. You will be surprised what will happen. Spend about 1 hour. When you are done, you keep it. Come back to it later. Just write the things you want to achieve. Dream freely. Dream freely. We call it brainstorming. It can also be mindstorming, whatever. Just dream freely. Don't question. Just write those things. Now, step 2. Select your major definite purpose. Major definite purpose. The major definite purpose. There is a goal that if you achieve that goal, every other thing will fall in place. Let me give you an example. I met a young man. I won't call his name here, but with time he will come to share with you his experience. You know, when you are between 30, 35, you start thinking, what am I going to do? I'm not having a decent job. I'm supposed to get married. Think, when I walked with this gentleman, I said, what do you really want? And these are the questions I usually ask. What do you really want? And what came to mind was, if I had the opportunity, I will further my studies. If I have the opportunity, okay, but we usually start with if. He didn't have the resources. We focused on what? Say your major definite purpose would be you need a scholarship to do a master's degree. Forget every other thing and settle on this. We started scanning. You may go and even apply for about 20 scholarships. They are there. Long story short, he succeeded, got a scholarship, fully funded program for 2 years master's degree. He has done it. He's finalized. He's moving now. He now, at the end of it, has an opportunity to do an internship. He has an opportunity, potential to get work in an international organization. He is getting married and life continues. There is a major definite purpose. One thing that if you do at some stage in your life, it will now act as a catalyst to bring up the other things. And as you are growing, these things change. What was my major definite purpose some years behind? It's not more. Some years behind, it was career, or then raising children, or getting married and raising children. And now, I'm now looking, what is my legacy? What do I want to leave behind? What do I want to help in the country? So your major definite purpose will alternate, it will change as you progress. Major definite purpose, what I also call your super goal, is that goal that if you handle it well, it will have a significant effect, a catalytic effect in helping the other goals to be achieved. Think about that. So you select your major definite purpose. And I take you to the third one. Believe that your goal is achievable. Believe that your goal is achievable. Believe that you can achieve it. It doesn't matter what you have. If you don't believe, if you don't believe that you can achieve it, you won't achieve it. Let me tell you something, and I give you an example. In the forest, the lion is not the biggest animal. The elephant is the biggest animal. In the forest, the lion is not the tallest animal. It is the giraffe that is the tallest. In the forest, the fastest animal is not the lion. The cheetah is. The wisest animal in the forest is the fox. It could be the tortoise, I don't know, but it is not the lion. But let me tell you something. Attitude, belief. When the lion sees any animal, it sees food. It is that belief system. I want to thank whoever named the football team of Cameroon, the Indomitable Lions, because lions have courage, they have belief. They see any animal, they see food, and immediately they see those animals, and those animals know that they are lunch or supper, whatever, they start running away. If you don't believe that what you want to do can be achieved, you won't achieve it. So it starts from the mindset that it's going to work. It will work. I tell you this, I can only tell you because I have experienced it time and again. It works. You have to be very intentional. You have to be clear about what you want. Gain clarity in what you want and stay on it. So if you don't believe, if you write down the goal, but you don't believe, you won't achieve it. If you believe, then you start working. There are a series of other things that you need to do, including daily looking at that goal and affirmations that that goal, you are going to achieve it. There are a lot of things around this, including the laws of vibration, what you call the law of attraction, and it works. And then I have another one thing to add, which is the fourth, and probably I'm ending with that one. Your why. Your why. The why is write down all the reasons why you need this goal. Why is that goal so important? Why is it so important? Is it like to compared to that young man when I said, if he got the scholarship, a lot of other things would then happen. He's exposed. He's had opportunity to now do internship, to relate, to meet new people, and all of that. He's gone to other countries in the course of his studies, met new people, and finally even meet a woman that he's going to get married to, right? What are the reasons that you want that goal? Be definite. As El Nightingale said it, as Napoleon Hill said it, one specific thing, measure, definite purpose. Want that thing so intensely, don't add other things to it. Stay focused with that one thing, but let it be that one thing that you need, that if you achieve it, it will lead to others. It could be money, but you can stay focused and you should be clear about why you need that amount of money. I'm going to end here for now, and I call you to action. Please, if you can do these three things and you send to me, I'm going to help you. That is to say, you've written about 5, 6, 7, 8 different things in various areas of your life. You pick out one, which is your major definite from those series. You pick out one, and then you are now writing why you need that goal. Do this in a one page. Do this even in a WhatsApp message, and you send it to me. I will work with you. We are all gifted with different talents, as the Bible says. You use those your own talents to be able to empower and uplift others. Yes. And I told you this. For direct assistance, you can get to me. If you send me a WhatsApp message, if you send me an SMS message, and some people are listening to this, they have done it and they've seen how I've reacted. I've given them more tools, more material. I've actually called some people and we speak directly, one-to-one. I'm doing that. I said it that if in a day I can spend 2 hours helping people to be able to realize their dreams, I go back happier, because the greatest life in this world is the life that you live partly for somebody, adding value in some other people's life. Thank you so very much for watching this video. Please like it, subscribe, and share with friends, and share with people in other groups. I look forward to meeting you on Monday for the training, and watch out for the next video, which will be talking about the why of goals, and I will still touch on a few other things that you need to do in the goal setting process. The why of goals. Why do you need goals? And I will share examples of people who've had astronomical success in life through goals. Have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.